playing some GSC overuse. I'm going to be using a Paraspam team with offensive Zapdos, Porygon, and Steelix to get paralysis. I'm leading off into this Moltres here, and because I outspeed, I'm just going to go for a Thunderbolt. I'm just going to go from here. I'm just going to go for a Thunder Wave as he's probably going to opt to switch out. He stays in, gets paralyzed. I'm just going to go for Thunderbolt. Thinking there because even if he would have not been paralyzed, that next Fire Blast wouldn't have killed me without a crit. So, who knows? So, I have Hidden Power Ice, so I'm just going to go for Hidden Power Ice and take out his Dragonite. I forgot how bulky Dragonite was. Holy cow, HP Ice only got him down to 38. What's doing? Like, what? Oh, like a tongue. Oh my lands. Who is this person? Alright, well, I guess I'm just gonna go for another Thunder Wave. I don't know. Like, this guy is running a very goofy team here. I'm just gonna go into my Cloyster, set up spikes. Down to 82, that's crazy. I don't know what kind of team this guy's running, but when people play goofy teams on the ladder, I don't like hold back the throttle and like appease their dumbness. I just play like I play any other game because, just because he wants to run some dumb shit, I'm not gonna act like, oh, you're playing this fun team that's so unique and quirky, so I'm gonna I'm gonna act like I don't know how to play the game and go easy on you because you're playing fun things. Yeah, no. Like we're getting the 6-0 on this guy. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for Oh, I don't have explosion on this set. Oh well. I'll just go for serve. Again, I didn't have explosion on this cloister. It's hidden power electric for other cloisters, but it's fine. Just gonna go for Thunderbolt. Like how high this guy is on the ladder using this kind of a team. I'm guessing very low, but sometimes you'll see people who are decently high on the ladder and they're just running some rubbish like this. Because sometimes people get in this habit where like they get like really bored of like playing the game, so they just run some crazy stuff and just try to win with it. Uh, I'm just gonna go for Thunder Wave. I'm probably gonna get taken out here. Well, he gets paired. I'm just gonna go for Thunderbolt. So, but after I lost my Cloister, I can't do that anymore. So I'm just playing to win now. I'm not gonna try to like keep Mons alive just for the point of keeping him alive. Because I like to 6-0 people to ego them when they play dumb stuff, but my Cloister unfortunately did get taken out by a Licky Licky Fire Blast. What are you gonna do? At the end of the day, Kingdra, he's slower, so I'm just gonna go for Thunder Wave. And just go for a. And then I'm gonna switch in my Marowak and just go for Earthquake on Raikou and win the game. It was pretty funny. All right, just gonna get into this next one. Battle me again. You know what? We're accepting the battle. We're accepting the battle. Let's play this goofy guy again. All right. Rematch time. Sometimes you're just gonna have fun with it. We're 6-0 him this time, though. Like I'm not messing around. I'm not sacrificing Cloyster for no reason. We're going for the 6-0. Fire blast. You can't make this up. All right. I'm going for the 6-0 too. So if I do dumb things like try to reserve Pokemon like Zapdos even when they're this injured, just know it's for the sake of the 6-0. Gonna go for Thunder Wave again. I can survive a Blizzard here. Never send in Zapdos again, or I'm just gonna die to the burn. Uh, Porygon and Curse Up. Can be really annoying, but besides being frozen, I don't think there's much he can do to me. Especially with people playing such a goofy team like this. But last game I wanted the 6-0 and didn't get it, but this time I'm gonna get it. As long as I don't get like crit through or something, especially now that I know his team, I should be able to break through pretty easily. Take advantage of that, get another curse off. I'm probably just gonna curse sweep with my Porygon, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for another curse. And when he attacks me, I'm just gonna recover. Let's be safe. Because on the off chance he gets a crit or something. Yeah, but I'm just cursing up and 6-0ing. Like I'm not gonna play these games with him. My only worry is like if he gets if he freezes me with a blizzard, that'd be really annoying. But yeah, this Kingdra can't really do anything to me. From here, I'm just gonna double edge spam. Spam after that Hydro Pump. I actually have to recover. They do decent damage. I'm just gonna recover one more time, and then just go for double edge. That's kind of annoying. I'm gonna try to pair him back. I'm gonna go for Thunder. Go. Now we're both paralyzed. I'm gonna go for recovery here. Now I can't get frozen, so not being able to not get frozen is actually really nice because I'd much rather be paralyzed than frozen. The only annoying thing is with the para is my defense is boosted to the moon, but my special defense isn't. So, theoretically, if one of his mons does get a few good hits off, he could break through me, especially if I get paralyzed. But I should have a clean 6-0 here. Like, yeah, that ride shoot, yeah, dead. I'm not even gonna try to recover. Now we're gonna get into a real game now. I don't want to say that's not a real game because this is a real person. I wasn't playing some bot or anything, but it's like he was running a bunch of like mons that were terrible, and not to mention he wasn't making any reasonable plays. Like staying in with Moltres on Zapdos is pretty dumb, but rematching me and then staying in with Moltres on Zapdos again is just insanely dumb. All right, Zapdos for Zapdos matchup. I'm gonna go for Thunder Wave as he goes for Thunder Wave. Shoot. Zapdos. Oh well. We were both running a pretty we were both running a pretty offensive Zapdos because Zapdos that's Rest Hawk doesn't have a move slot to fit Thunder Wave, so I already know that we're running pretty similar teams. We both have offensive Zapdos, we both have Cloyster. He doesn't know that I have Hidden Power Electric, so I'm gonna go for that. Got really solid damage off. I'm gonna go for it again. And I take him out. Nice, I got the roll on the second one. Never mind, I didn't get a roll. The first one did 54, second one got 52. So I was gonna take him out there. Here, Zapdos, and a lot of times offensive Zapdos runs Hidden Power Ice, not Water. Gonna get a Dragon Breath off. Breath instead of Body Slam, even though Body Slam would do more damage. But the reason I have Dragon Breath is Dragon Breath can hit and paralyze Pokemon like Gengar, which normally wouldn't be uh, able to be hit by Body Slam. This is kind of a niche thing, but yeah, that's why I have Dragon Breath instead of Body Slam. All right, Executor's in on me. That's no bueno. I'm going to switch into my Zapdos and go for Thunder Wave here. Actually, I'm not going to go for Thunder Wave. He's probably just going to switch out, so I'm just going to go for Whirlwind. Yeah, get some Spikes damage up. Ooh, that's a good reveal. Now I know he has Golem. I'm just going to go for a Hidden Power Ice here, as he's going to go Rapid Spin. I'm just going to go for Whirlwind here, as he goes Snorlax. That's good. I've played a similar team like this before. Um, I could be mistaken because my Executor didn't have Hidden Power, so it's definitely a different team. But I played a similar team in this kind of offensive structure with like physical offense with like Golem and Machamp and Snorlax. Usually the Snorlax on these kind of teams is running Belly Drum. I'm not saying that is for like a fact. Like I know for a fact it's running Belly Drum, but I'm assuming it's definitely a Belly Drum or a Curse. I'm gonna just go Cloyster here and Rapid Spin as he goes Double Edge. I am threatening an Explosion here because he doesn't know I don't have Explosion. Uh, I mean, I'm running a pretty weird set with this. Because normally with Cloyster, if you're running Rapid Spin, uh, you're not running Explosion. But if you're running Spikes, Rapid Spin, uh, you know, Hidden Power Electric Surf, that's pretty weird because normally if you were running Spikes and Rapid Spin in Surf, you'd run like Toxic. But I'm not running Toxic because I'm running Paraspam, so I don't want to poison something when I'm trying to paralyze this whole thing. Here I'm just gonna go into Steelix. Place I'm gonna go for Dragon Breath. Breath on this, I have a chance to paralyze it. Um, I'm just gonna go Snorlax here. I have Flamethrower on this. Team, I only have one paralysis off, which isn't exactly ideal. Um, I don't have a good Machamp switch, especially because my Zapdos is paralyzed. I don't want to sack off. Yeah, I don't want to sack off Cloyster because I can still get spikes up on him. Uh, hmm. I really don't have a good switch into him. I'm just gonna switch in Steelix as he goes Curse. I'm just gonna go for Explosion here. I'm not positive that I'm gonna live a cross shot, but I do have a really high defense, so I'm hoping I can live and blow him up. Oh well, I go first because he cursed. No duh. That was kind of stupid of me. Here he's probably gonna think I'm going for Surf, but I'm just gonna go for a. Yeah, nah, I should go for Surf. I was thinking I should go for a Spike, but if he decides to stay in, that's not smart. And I still have plenty of time to set up spikes again. Everything. I'm just gonna switch in Porygon 2 and go for a double edge because at 17% health, he's not living that. It spikes up now, but neither can he. Both our cloisters are dead. He's definitely ahead right now, but if I can get some key paralysis on either Executor or Machamp, I can win the game. I'm just gonna curse up here as he goes Golem. I feel like if I were in his shoes, I'd just explode. So I'm trying to think who I should send in. I'm just gonna send in Zapdos. Paralyze is just gonna get outsped and Rock Slide on by Machamp. Can get Psychic or Explode on by Executor. Just my Zapdos wasn't doing much this game. From here, mm, yeah, from here I'm just gonna go back to Porygon 2. Here, because he might have Spore. Oh, he explodes. I live on 1 health. Basically, my Snorlax is dead to rights unless I can get it in on Snorlax and somehow rest up. So this game really isn't looking very good for me. I'm just gonna be flat out honest with you. Thunderbolt. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for Rock Slide. Hope for maybe a flinch. She's going for Whirlwind. Well, I don't want to get paralyzed. I'm just gonna switch back into Marowak. Snorlax is really good for me here. I'm just gonna go for Swords Dance. It's fine. Here, the obvious play is Earthquake, but I'm gonna go for Rock Slide, checking the Zapdos coming in. Paralyzed, and he also didn't get he didn't get parried, and he didn't flinch, which is kind of annoying. 8 speeds. Yeah, I get outsped here. Speed though, so that's kind of nice. Yeah, dead. What I'm gonna go here is I'm just gonna go for a Thunder, because if I can get the Zapdos switching in and paralyze it, I can have a chance. And I do. I get the paralysis. So the key thing with that is if I get lucky and he stays parried. If he stays parried and I sleep talk and I roar and I get rest, not roar rest. If I just get rest, oh, to rest off the damage, I didn't want to get that move, but oh well. I mean, Porygon 2 is pretty bulky and I outspeed, so I can just try to use Thunder here. Chops. I'm gonna need a paralysis here as I don't get it. I do get it, but he goes through para. Well, GG. He says wrecked. Yeah, very very honorable reckoning when it comes down to your last Pokemon and they're paralyzed. Well, I hope you liked these games of playing my Paris Band team with Porygon 2. I made a YouTube short earlier about how I think Porygon 2's pretty underrated. And I really do. I think Porygon 2 is a really good Pokemon. Unfortunately, Machamp, Executor, I mean, not Executor, Machamp and like Golem and other things are pretty good counters for this Porygon 2 set. But I really enjoy using Porygon 2. And I like Paris Spam teams, especially trying to like utilize Marowak with paralysis, being able to come in and outspeed things with a slow mon is pretty nice. Well, I hope you enjoy these games, and if you like watching GSC OU content and ADV OU content and just Pokemon gameplay in general, feel free to like and subscribe. Later this week, sometime this weekend, I'm going to be posting another like PowerPoint discussion video, like I did prior with my GSC OU viability rankings. If you watched that video and liked it and you'd like to see more, I'm going to be posting a video like that this weekend. But I hope you enjoyed and see you in the next one.